Guys, welcome. Today we are discussing regarding Azure Load Balancer. Okay, an Azure Load Balancer is a layer 4 load balancer that provides high availability by distributing incoming traffic among healthy virtual machines. Here I have planned to give you practical section regarding this one directly. In this section, I have planning to create two virtual machines as a web server, and I will add these two virtual machines into an availability set. And this availability set will be working as the backend pool of our load balancer. So whatever the traffic is coming to our load balancer will distribute this traffic to this backend pool. So first my planning is that to create two virtual machines. Okay, I'm going to create a virtual machine here. I will select virtual machines, create the virtual machine. Okay, source group I will select as rs1. Virtual machine name I will give bm1. Region I will give as east us. Security name Windows Server 2016 data center. I have selected the sizing as the basic sizing. Username, yeah, I already have a username and password. Default username and password I have selected it. You can give username and password, it is up to you. The thing is that regarding virtual machine, in the previous sections I already given you complete explanations. If you have any doubts regarding virtual machines, you can come to my previous sections, so you will get everything. Here I will select one more port also, HTTP port, because we are making our virtual machines as the web servers. Discuss section I will come automatically. Networking section I will come. Here it is already created one virtual network, but the subnet I will change it. And here we can change the subnet. Subnet range I will give 10.0.1.0/24. So I will make it as okay. Then I will create directly this virtual machine. It is running the final validation passed. I will create now. It is creating. At the same time, I can create our second virtual machine. Resource group I will select as rs1. Virtual machine name I will give vm2. Region I will give the same region is TUS, and the availability option we will make it as availability set. And the actually first virtual machine I need to remove. Okay, the thing is that I need to add that virtual machine to our availability set. Okay, that we will remove it first. Anyway, I'm creating another virtual machine vm2. I will give the name as availability set avs1. Select okay. Security type username and password I will give. Here inbound, the inbound port I will select HTTP also, because this is a web server. Discuss, I will come to networking also. Here we will select everything is also same level 10.0.1.0/24 as a subnet, also no issue because both virtual machines are under same VNet. Anyway, first virtual machine I will delete. The thing is that I didn't add these two in the first virtual machine as part of the availability set. Okay, so I will delete this first virtual machine. VM1 I will delete. It is executing now. It is executing still. I will check what about my second virtual machine, because say I want to, yeah, second virtual machine is already ready. So I have planned to make this virtual machine as an web server. I'm going to connect RDP, download RDP file, so I can connect this virtual machine with the help of the public IP address. Second virtual machine, it is connecting now. Okay. At the same time, I will recreate my first virtual machine. We create. So script will select as RS1. VM name I will give VM1. Region I will give the same region, East US. Availability option we will select as availability set. I will select the availability set 1. Here username I will give password also I have selected, and the inbound port also I will check it as HTTP because this virtual machine also web server. Next to discuss networking, anyway it should be same only with the VM2. Yes, okay, same. Now I'm going to create this virtual machine also. The second VM1 also it is creating now. Okay, we can check what 1 minute. Create. We can check what happened to our VM2. Yeah, server manager is opened. In this server manager, we will create one role named web server IIS role. So we can make this virtual machine as a web server. We click on manage button, add roles and features. Now it is loading now. Okay. What is happened to my VM1? Yeah, it is also loading now. If it is, wait. Yeah. Now I will add our web server IIS role. I will add now. Yeah, this is a role web server IIS. Install. Now it is starting the installation. We can go to our portal. What happened to VM1? It is finished. No, it is configuring now. Deployment is in progress. Yeah, it is created. I will come to VM1 also, and I will try to open this VM also with the help of RDP. I will download that RDP file now. I will also connect this VM. It is connecting now. What happened to our VM2? Yeah, still it is running. You can check VM1. It is opening now. In the meanwhile time, I will create firewall rule for the web server incoming traffic. I will enable port number 80. Inbound rules, new rule. I will select our port. I will give the name. So inbound rule I have created. What happened to our web server row? Yeah, installation succeeded. So this virtual machine installation is succeeded. That means this virtual machine is web server now. We can try what will happen if we are going to the public IP of this VM. Okay, VM2, what happened now? Yeah, here also first we can go to our web server role creation, VM1. Next. Sorry, I have opened VM2 here. Here I don't need, already we have created it. Wait. VM1. Yeah. Here I will select web server. It is starting the installation. Meantime, here are in the VM1 also I will enable our inbound port rule in the firewall. Inbound rule, new rule, port. I will select 80 port. Here I will give the name. Yeah, it is finished. Port number 80. Inbound port is enabled. What happened? Yeah, it is still it is installing. No issue. Come to our virtual machines. Anyway, VM2 we already make it as an VM2 we already make it as web server. We finished it. So if we will go to web browser with the help of the public IP of VM2, what will happen? We can see. Okay. Yeah, this is a screen will come. But if we are going with the same like VM1 also, it will be the same uh, web option. You can see same image, you can see. Wait, I will show what happened to VM1. Yeah, it is installing only. After we will create these virtual machines, we will add these virtual machines as an backend pool of our load balancer. Next, after we will finish this one, we will go to load balancer creation session. Yeah, it is also installation succeeded on VM1. Okay. So in the VM1 also, I will try. Yeah, this is a public IP of this VM1. If I will go to web browser, you can see what will happen. Okay. Yeah, here also same screen came. So what I have planning is that we doesn't need to, these two screens are same. So for our easy understanding, this image I will change it. Okay. Okay, VM1 I will come here. The image what we are seeing in the screen, I will change it now. PC C drive I will go inet pub www root. This is the image. I will change this one. So the name I will give is VM1. So we will not get any confusion. Okay. I will save the screen. For the second VM2, here also I will come to C drive. Pub root. Here I will give in the image, I will give as VM2. Okay. Okay. Now what will happen if we will give the public IP addresses of these virtual machines? What will happen in the web browser? We can see now. Public IP of VM1. Yeah, so you can see this is a VM1, it is loading. VM2 public IP. Yeah, VM2 it is. Okay, so we can easily understand this one. Now I'm going to create load balancer. We'll select load balancers. There is no load balancer option here. I'm going to create. Yeah, resource group. I will give the same resource group of our VMs with the availability set. I will give the name as ELB, load balancer. Region also, I will select the same regions of our availability set with the virtual machines. East US. SKU, I will make it as basic now. It is a public load balancer. Then we will create the front-end IP configuration. So with this, on this front-end IP, it is a public IP address. I will create one IP. Public IP. I will give it as a static. I will add this front-end IP address. So load balancer we have created with the help of a front-end public IP address. With this public IP address, we will browse this load balancer. After this load balancer will be deployed, we will go to rules we will create, as well as a backend pool also we will create. We can wait for 1 or 2 minutes to create this load balancer. Yeah, it is created now. Okay, we can see front-end IP configuration. This is the overview of this load balancer. Here we can see backend pool. We have to create load balancing rule. We have to create health probe also. We have to create here. So front-end IP already we have there. This is the public IP of this load balancer. I will select this IP address, and if I will browse, what will happen? We can see now is anything is happening or not. Okay, I select what is the public IP of front end, our load balancer, and nothing is happening, right? Okay. So now I'm going to add the backend pools to this load balancer. I'm adding now backend. I will give the name backend. Virtual network should be the same virtual network that we have created for our VM1 and VM2. This one is associated with our virtual machines. That means virtual machine availability set. Here also we can options are there. VM scale set. That next video we will go. The thing is load balancer with VM scale set. Next video you will get it. Okay, here I'm adding our virtual machines, backend pool virtual machines. I'm adding. Yes, it is added now. Deployment is in progress. At the time I will create another option. Health probe we will create. I will give name health probe. Any name you can give, it is up to you. The thing is that as per this health probe, with the help of the probe TCP with port number 80, it will check what the health of our backend virtual machines. Every 5-second interval, this will check the health. At the time of checking time, if any virtual machine is consecutively 2 times failed, then it will give information to load balancer that this virtual machine is unhealthy. I'm adding now. It is deploying this one. I'm thinking that our backend pool is configured. Yeah, it is configured. Health probe is also going to configure now. Yeah, it is running only. And the next thing we need to create the load balancing rule. I will give name as LB role. Any name you can give. The front end IP address here I am selecting. Here I will select our backend pool. Port number 80 we are giving. Backend port also it is 80. Health probe we will select our selected health probe. Session persistence is none. Here with the help of this rule, what will happen is that the traffic coming with port number 80 to our load balancer, it will reach to our backend pool with port number 80. It will reach. That is the rule. Here I selected session persistence none. That means that there is no thing here is that whenever we will check the IP address of the, whenever we will browse with the help of the load balancer, whatever the machine is very healthy, it will select. Okay, there anything it will select that at the time of the browsing time, it will select any virtual machine which one is better healthy. But if we will give client IP address, that means that if one time we have browsed one VM, we will get it. But thing is that next time also we will browse with the help of the IP address of the load balance. Second, the same VM, it will come. Okay, we doesn't need that one. We need changing. That means that which virtual machine is healthy, we need to get that one at the time of browsing. Now it is initializing the deployment, submitting the deployment. Deployment is in progress. Okay, once it will be finished, our load balancing configuration is finished. Then we can check what will happen. with the help of IP address of the load balancer, we will yeah, it's loading, yeah, deployment submitted. So the load balancer we have created now. Now what I will do, I will select the IP address of our load balancer. Where is the load balancer? This is the IP address of the load balancer. I'm going to browse with the help of this load balancer. What will happen? Yeah, it is selected VM2. You can see. Again, if I will try, what will happen? Yeah, VM2 only it is coming. Again, I am trying. It is coming VM2 only. Again, I am trying. VM2 it is coming. So VM2 is the most healthiest one, and it is having less load. So it is selecting every time VM2. So what I am going to do is that I have planned to stop this VM2. Then what will happen? Okay, I will come to VM2 now, and I will stop this VM2. Okay, I'm stopping this one. Then whenever we will do web browsing, what will happen? Load balancer IP I have given is coming which one? I know that VM2 it is checking in the load balancer area. That means that VM2 is going to unhealthy. Okay, wait. Now it is, yeah, this selected VM1. What happened here? VM2 it is became stopped. That is why. The thing is that whichever the virtual machine which is very healthy, it will select that one. So I'm thinking that you go to the practical session regarding the load balancer with the availability set. In the next video, we are going to create load balancer with the VM scale set. If you like my videos, please subscribe this one and like, and yeah, that much only. Okay, guys.